Imagine finishing an entire semester's worth of assignments while also rendering a 4K video, all on the same laptop, without a single hitch. That's the promise of Dell's new 15.6-inch touchscreen powerhouse, and today we'll dive deep to see if it lives up to that claim. The problem for students and business professionals today is twofold. On one side, you need a machine that can keep up with heavy multitasking, running IDEs, spreadsheets, video calls, and design software side by side without lagging. On the other side, the world is moving toward touch and AI, and many laptops still feel clunky or underpowered when you try to blend those experiences. Most mid-range laptops either have an old processor or a thin, low-resolution screen that forces you to squint or stare at a blue light for hours. That's the gap Dell's new model seeks to fill. First impressions. The Dell comes in a matte black chassis that feels solid, yet surprisingly lightweight, weighing just under 4 pounds. The build quality feels premium. No flex where the screen meets the body, and the hinges give a satisfying click. The keyboard is backlit, with evenly spaced keys and a subtle click that satisfies mechanical keyboard lovers. The touchpad is a thin, glass surface that supports multi-finger gestures without lag, making navigation feel natural. The 15.6-inch display is the star here. Full HD resolution, anti-glare coating, and a wide viewing angle that keeps colors true whether you're sitting in front of a bright office window or in a dim studio. Now the deep dive into the heart of this machine. At its core sits an Intel Core Ultra 7 255U, a 12-core, 24-thread beast that can boost up to 5.2 GHz. Coupled with 32 GB of DDR5 RAM, this laptop is designed for elite multitasking. Whether you're compiling code, running data science models, or editing a 4K clip, the processor handles it with ease. The 1 TB SSD provides ample storage, and the NVMe interface ensures read/write speeds that keep boot times down to under a minute and file transfers swift enough to avoid the dreaded loading screen. The display is a 15.6-inch, 1920 by 1080 anti-glare touchscreen. It's not 4K, but the pixels are crisp, the colors are accurate, and the anti-glare finish dramatically reduces eye strain during long coding sessions. Touch is responsive, with a 10-point multi-touch support that lets you pinch to zoom or swipe through slides effortlessly. For business users, the integrated Windows Hello facial recognition offers quick, secure logins. For students, the touch interface means you can annotate PDFs or sketch ideas directly on the screen. The software side is equally impressive. The machine ships with Windows 11 Pro, giving you a familiar and secure environment for business software and collaboration tools. Dell's partnership with Microsoft brings in Copilot AI, an AI assistant that can draft emails, summarize meetings, or even help you write code by suggesting snippets. In our testing, Copilot suggestions were accurate and contextually relevant, cutting drafting time by roughly 30%. For students juggling deadlines, that AI edge can be a game changer. Real-world testing covers a range of scenarios. In a coding marathon, we opened Visual Studio Code, ran a multi-threaded build of a medium-sized project, and kept a large terminal window open for logs. The CPU temperature stayed around 70 degrees Celsius, comfortably below thermal throttling, and the machine ran the build in 45 seconds, a significant improvement over our baseline laptop. In a 4K video editing session, we loaded a 10-minute clip, applied several color correction filters, and rendered the final output. Rendering finished in 4 minutes, whereas a comparable model from the same price bracket took nearly double that time. For business calls, the integrated stereo speakers produced clear audio, and the built-in webcam had a 1080p sensor that performed well even in low light. There are trade-offs. The screen's resolution is full HD rather than 4K, which is understandable for a business-class machine, but some creative professionals might find it limiting if they're working on high-resolution graphics. The battery life, while respectable, clocks in at about 7 hours under mixed usage, a drop from the 9-hour spec sheet. The weight, though under 4 pounds, is still a touch heavier than Ultrabooks, so it may feel a little bulky if you're a constant traveler. The price point, roughly $2,200, puts it in the premium tier, so it's not for every budget. Comparing to competitors, Dell's 15.6-inch model sits between the HP Spectre X360 and Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga. The Spectre offers a more refined chassis and a slightly better battery, but its processor is an older i7-1165G7, which underperforms the Ultra 7 in multi-core workloads. The ThinkPad X1 Yoga offers a more robust build and better keyboard ergonomics, yet its screen lacks the anti-glare coating and touch responsiveness of Dell's display. In the end, Dell provides the strongest combination of raw performance, modern touch experience, and AI integration, making it a compelling choice for power users who need both speed and versatility. Final verdict, Dell's 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop is a serious contender for business professionals and students who demand a machine that can handle everything from coding to video editing without compromise. Its 12-core Ultra 7 processor, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and 1 terabyte SSD deliver performance that feels future-proof. The anti-glare touch screen and Copilot AI add layers of usability that set it apart from the crowd. While it isn't the lightest or the cheapest, for those who can afford the premium price, this laptop offers the best value in its category. So if you're a student who needs to juggle assignments, projects, and a social life, or a professional who needs to run complex analytics and stay connected on the go, this Dell machine is worth a closer look. Check out the link in the description to explore pricing options, read user reviews, and find a Dell store near you. Don't let your next semester or project be slowed by an underpowered laptop. Upgrade to performance that keeps pace with your ambition.